All right, everyone, hello. Welcome back to our 20th anniversary Monster Hunter Countdown. Up next, 167 Basarios. First appearance in Monster Hunter, the original. He's the OG. I was actually going to make his armor set in Freedom Unite, but his G-Rank armor set is, like, pretty much identical to Ruby Basarios. So, I made him in Rise instead. You know, it's actually a pretty good armor set. I like the Macalite sort of trim on the outsides, and the skills itself are not bad for Gunlance. You know, a couple of these pieces, honestly, for Gunlance, you could probably augment them into something really good. The lower rarity the armor, the more potential you get on rolling on the pieces, so you definitely have some things here that you can try and pull off to make a Giga Gunlance set. But I mean, even on its own, I mean, it's not that bad. We're definitely going to be going for a very heavy artillery build here, along with Wirebug stuff. Now, those are his hit zones. He's really weak to poison. I'm not going to try and make heads and tails of this, man. I mean, he's got a lot of hit zones. He doesn't take a lot of damage from anything unless he's heated up, and even then, true damage works well. I mean, I'm sure at, you know, AR 300, poison is still probably not doing much, but he is among the weakest to poison in the game. And the weird thing about him is the hunter notes imply he's not that weak to it, but that's only because it's a little bit harder to apply, but he takes, like, among the highest damage in the game, so kind of a neat thing. I think someday, and maybe in Wilds, maybe not, they'll just give us, like, just give us everything. How much status to apply it, how long it lasts for, what's the total poison damage. Boy, they're so secretive with the status stuff, man. And even people that have played the game for ever, I think there's probably an awful lot of people out there that just don't really, not that you need to, don't understand the way status application even works. You know, 1/3 chance to apply your status. Monster constantly has a reducing amount of status affliction. Status increase goes up per application. Status cap. Different values of status per monster. Like, it's, it is a lot. It is definitely a lot to try and take in. But, you know, Basarios, I mean, Rise, you know, again, I try to say one nice thing about Rise every video that I do a video about Rise. You definitely have a lot of monsters that are actually weak to status. And even when you start getting to the point where it doesn't feel like status is worth it anymore, they gave us all those skills that are like, okay, this will make your status good again. You can poison monsters and feel good about that. Hard part is, you know, was it status trigger? Skill that lets you evade an attack and you get 100% uptime on your status hits. It didn't really like the way normal evasion felt in Rise. And that, you know, that's not really Rise's fault. It's more World. World gave such generous iframes and such forgiving attacks on monsters that it's easy to feel like, oh, I can just evade everything. Rise, they don't let you do that. By the way, this move here, when he dives underground, you throw a bomb at him. Throw a bomb at him and you can pop him out. I saw that watching a Japanese speedrunner. He was doing a light bowgun run. And I'm like, what the heck? I know you could throw bombs, but I didn't know you could do that to Basarios until I saw him do it. It's very cool. I like interactions like that. Interactions like that are great. Using an item with some knowledge, you know, like Nibble, Snarf, stuff like that. That's all great. Okay, Basarios Cortex. Heavy Basarios shell encrusted with quality ore. Perfectly mimics a stone wall. Deadly poison sac. A monster organ filled with an extremely virulent toxin. Handle with extreme care. Basarios Fellwing. A top-grade Basarios wing. It's not great for flying, but highly sought after. I mean, if he could fly at all, that'd be amazing. That wing would be incredibly powerful. Okay, so that's it for Basarios. Up next in our Rise course, 166, Risen Cushella de Ora. Look forward to that. Thank you again all so much for watching. I love you. Goodbye.